Another lovely Monday in the Isle of Spice. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Grenada, Carriacou, PT, Martinique, the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world, whichever part of the world you are, a spicy Grenadian. 473 morning to each and every one of you. Good morning from all of us here at the GBN Classic 105.5, 105.9, Hot 98.5, 98.7. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, in truth I like it. Good morning, Gary, Mr. Smooth. How are you?
Good morning, Bloss.
I'm getting the echo. I'm getting the echo. Say it again.
Yeah, we have that.
Yeah, we getting a. I'll have to revert to plan B, plan A, plan last week, whatever plan that was. While we fix that, just going to say good morning to each and every one of you. It's time for us to take a break, pay some bills, and when we come back, we get into the meat of the matter. It's Good Morning Grenada on Classic 105 Hot 98. We'll be right back.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
Southern Electrical, you get the best value, quality products, and expert advice. We are the #1 supplier of residential, commercial, and industrial electrical products in Grenada. View our latest arrivals of wall lights for interior and exterior, beautiful chandeliers, pendants, solar motion lights, kitchen appliances such as crispy air fryer ovens, crepe makers, countertop grills, and more. Visit Southern Electrical at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George. We also ship to Carriacou and PT Martinique. Call or telephone number 444-3042, WhatsApp 405-4993, or browse our website www.segrenada.com.
Who does man of the party? Tell them it's 4-7 trade. Shout it, let them know where we represent 4-7 trade. Who's the body's passing? 4-7 trade. Them no crazy like
Count your blessings on this marvelous, magnificent Monday morning. It is the 9th day of May 2022. Thank you to whichever platform you're using on those of you on the GBN Grenada Broadcasting Network's Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, the website www.gbn.gd, GBN TV channels 7, 11, and 20, and those of you always locked on to Classic 105.5, 105.9, and Hot 98.5, 98.7. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. happy belated Mother's Day to each and every mother, whichever capacity you are. Auntie playing mommy, sister, mother dearests, stepmother, adoptive mother, whatever role you play. Hope you had a fantastic day yesterday and the children made it a memorable one for you. So happy belated Mother's Day. And you know what? Mother's Day celebrations continue today. Gary, you agree with me? Mother's Day celebration continues today. Yes? No? Maybe? You hearing me? I'm not hearing you. I ain't getting no juice by you, sir. I ain't find what's going on this morning? I ain't find a little bit of juice, but in the meantime, it's now 20 minutes to 7.
You're supposed to hear me now.
All right, there we go. We're juicing in the juicers.
All proper.
All things proper. All right, let's get into it. 5 minutes before we have news, lots to talk about before we get into the news itself. First things first, COVID-19 dashboard. Gary, yesterday is as of yesterday, and no, I think it's as of Friday night.
D6.
Yes, as of Friday night, we added 180 new confirmed COVID-19 cases. The numbers are continuing to be alarming to at least Blossom, if not to you, to Blossom, even though I was expecting it based on past few weekends of activities. It still doesn't sit right on my chest. With this 180 new cases, our active cases are now at 855 active cases as of Friday night. I don't know how many we added over the weekend, but it's getting up there almost into quadruple numbers. Our cumulative deaths still stand at 220. Thank you. Thank you, God, for that. No new deaths recorded in the last, I think it's been about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So our deaths stand at 220.
Think getting serious.
Yeah, it is. We have 8 people hospitalized. 5 of them are moderately ill and 3 of them are severely ill. No one is in critical condition, gratefully. So let's continue to do what we need to stay safe and not be among the new cases, the new numbers.
We don't know what we have to do in it.
Yep. If only we do it. We know what we have to do. If only we would do it, we would all be in a better position.
Yeah. Life continues.
Yes, life continues. Just please, everybody, be safe.
We just got to continue to learn to live with this dreaded disease. You know what I mean?
Agreed. All right.
So now that we've gotten the technical kinks worked out, good morning to you, Bloss.
Good morning, Gary. How was the weekend? What you did for wifey yesterday? You cook or you cook?
I cooked. I made breakfast, actually.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Yeah, I made breakfast and had a nice little picnic with the extended family, auntie.
What? Yeah. You're doing things, man? Yeah. All right. Well, good to know you made...
Relaxing Mother's Day, yeah.
Yeah, it was a relaxing one. It was a quiet
Got home,
one.
got a nice sleep, and here I am this morning.
Amen. In the land of the living. Let's give praise for that.
Right.
Count your blessings. You're in the land of the living on this marvelous Monday morning. So yeah, let's continue to give God praise for getting us through another weekend. Safe and sound and in one piece, as my grandmother used to say. All right, word of the day time. Oh, look at the time. All right, this morning's word of the day is mollify. Mollify. It's spelled M-O-L-L-I-F-Y. Mollify. It's a verb which means to soothe in temper or disposition or to reduce in intensity. Mollify. An example of the use of the word: the company attempted to mollify its employees by offering them more flexible work schedules. Another example: the explanation was intended to mollify the manager's anger. That's the word of the day this morning. Mollify. M-O-L-L-I-F-Y. A verb which means to soothe in temper or disposition or to reduce in intensity. That's the word of the day this morning. Try and see if you can use it in a sentence as you go about your Monday. Something in my eye, babe. Something trying to blind me. I have 2 extra eyes already. What's going on there? All right, let me go.
What going on this morning?
Well, me don't know. All right, thought of the day, Gary, take it away.
All right, your thought of the day as we get ready for the news in a short. Always end the day with a positive thought. No matter how hard things were yesterday's, a fresh opportunity to make it better. Let me go once again quickly. Always end the day with a positive thought. No matter how hard things were yesterday's, a fresh opportunity to make it better.
Why mind saying tomorrow is a fresh opportunity to make it better?
Did I say yesterday?
Yes, I say it twice.
No, I
too.
did not. I said tomorrow.
Yes, I did yesterday. I just said it twice.
I thought something didn't sound too right in my head, But nonetheless, correct is right. Thank you, Blossy.
Oh, I like it.
Tomorrow's a fresh opportunity to make it better. I was like, this doesn't sound right.
It didn't sitting right on your chest.
No.
So just brush off the hardships of today and get an opportunity to wake up fresh tomorrow, please the Lord, and start it over, and hopefully it will be a better day. It's a fresh opportunity to make it better.
You laughing at me?
I'm laughing with you. Let's say with you.
All right.
You have just enough time to give you the riddle before we go to the break. When we come back, don't worry. The things that we've skipped over, like the health tip, we'll give it to you on the other side of the break. But this morning's riddle, because we have to give you time to think about it, right? The riddle this morning. What 5-letter word has 6 left when you take 2 letters away? What 5-letter word has 6 left when you take 2 letters away? Think about it. Meditate and ruminate.
That one tough.
What?
This morning's riddle comes to you courtesy of our friends at Sleepy Diapers. Always for better. The all new, all natural, 100% organic and bamboo fiber. And of course, you can win yourself a pack.
And remember, to be eligible, you have to send a voice note with the correct answer, as well as your picture. Your picture, your photo, your snaps, however you want to put it. A picture, a voice note to make yourself eligible to win this morning's packet of Sleepy Diapers. So think about it. What 5-letter word has 6 left when you take 2 letters away? When we come back, Gary's going to give you the answer. Stick and stay. It's Good Morning Grenada, Classic 105 Hot 98. Let's get ready for the morning edition of news for those of you on radio and those of you on our visual platforms. We bring you Week in Review. Stick and stay.
Accidents, violence, and a house fire all in one weekend. Members of the Royal Grenada Police Force were busy on the extended Labor Day weekend. Corporal Cordina Douglas McLean, attached to the Community Relations Department, provided the updates. Here is Chrislina John.
34 accidents reported, one of which was major, from Friday, April 29th to Monday, May 2nd. Officers attached to the traffic department were busy as a spate of accident was reported. On Sunday morning, a vehicle flipped into a residential property at Munjaloo, St. George. Several reports indicated that it was hit from behind, and the impact of the crash sent the vehicle spinning out of control. Reports say that the driver escaped with minor cuts and was taken to hospital. Corporal Cordina Douglas McLean, attached to the Community Relations Department, spoke with GBN News Desk earlier today.
Chris, what I can tell you from accidents we've had reported over the weekend, we've had 34 accidents reported over the weekend, of which 33 were minor and 1 serious. That serious accident occurred at Scalivan, St. George. In terms of traffic, while we were on accidents, a total of 100 tickets were also issued, and 2 vehicles were impounded for not having insurance for these vehicles. 2 drivers were also arrested. Drivers of vehicles were also arrested for not being the holders of driver's license as well.
The police official said fortunately there was no loss of life reported among the number of injuries. There were also reports of acts of violence which resulted in 1 individual being hospitalized, nursing an injury.
Saturday night into Sunday morning, after an activity that was held at the National Stadium, 1 gentleman received several chop wounds. The incident began actually outside of the venue and went all the way up to Tempe. So when the individual got to Tempe in St. George, he was attacked by another person and received several chop wounds. The vehicle of the person who received the chop wounds was also damaged in the process. So as we speak, we're investigating that complaint as well. And as soon as we have an update, we will provide it accordingly.
A man is left without a home in St. Andrew following the complete destruction of his home by a fire on Monday.
Also, yesterday, that's Monday, a house fire was reported at Simon St. Andrew, and the dwelling house of one individual, a 20 by 14 house, was completely destroyed by fire. It was a wooden structure, and it was completely destroyed by fire. That occurred sometime just before midday yesterday at Simon in St. Andrew.
Chrislina John, GBN News.
Coast Guard officers involved in a boating incident have been sent on leave pending the outcome of investigations. The regional security system has been co-opted to assist with the probe. 22-year-old Kimon Bell died following the run-in with the Coast Guard unit. We head back to Chrislina John for another report.
Officers involved in the Coast Guard incident 2 Sundays ago have been relieved from active duty as investigations have begun into the death of Woburn resident Kimon Bell. Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin addressed the issue during Thursday morning's media brief.
The officers involved in this incident, that part of the police patrol vessel at that point in time, are not on active duty, as they too experienced trauma out of the incident, and also we want them to be far away from the process of investigation to afford an added layer of comfort for transparency in the investigative process.
As a means of ensuring transparency into the investigation, the Police High Command disclosed that regional investigators were brought in, however, excluded the involvement of any official from the Grenada Coast Guard, as they are the subject of the investigation.
We've had 2 investigators from RSS arriving on island on Monday and working alongside our local investigators in addressing this matter. Why the RSS? Simply because for objectivity and transparency in the process of investigation, we did not want to request any support from the Maritime Administration for expertise, as the Maritime Administration is also carrying out its independent investigation in this matter, separate and apart from the efforts of the police.
He explained what will follow based on the findings of this investigation.
I must indicate as well that at every stage of this process and decisions taken in the process, the Director of Public Prosecution has been consulted and engaged. Upon completion of the investigation on the police side, the file will be submitted to the DPP for consideration and his directive. It is important to note that any course of action to be taken in this matter will be decided by the DPP.
Commissioner Martin pleads for tranquility and good sense to prevail, allowing for a thorough investigation to be carried out. Meanwhile, the family and friends of Bell will stage another protest Friday morning, targeting the Coast Guard base. The parents of the deceased are adamant that they will not be silent until they get justice for their 22-year-old son. Last week's protest action in Tantin, St. George, had several altercations with police. Chrislina John, GBN News.
It is not yet known whether arrests will be made or charges laid on some protesters from last Friday's demonstration. General McDonnell has the latest development.
It is not yet known whether arrests will be made or charges laid on some protesters from last Friday's demonstration. Family members, friends, and other supporters came out in their numbers for what was expected to be a peaceful protest for Kimon Bell, the young man who lost his life in a boating incident involving the Grenada Coast Guard on April 24th. Streets surrounding the Tantin area were blocked off to accommodate the protesters, calling for justice for Kimon. RGPF members were there to ensure order was maintained. However, tension escalated and violence erupted. Video footage showed projectiles being thrown at police and an officer allegedly assaulted by some demonstrators. Corporal Kadina Douglas McLean explained that investigations are ongoing to determine the possible outcome, if any, of this situation.
On Friday last, by our Deputy Commissioner Pei, once infractions have been noted, once complaints have been made, the required follow-through will be done. So at present, we're conducting some investigations, and I do not want to preempt anything. However, when we get to that stage, we will make the relevant announcements whether or not persons will be arrested and charged for some of the violations that may or may not have occurred on Friday.
Reporting for GBN News, Janelle McDonald.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up the phone.
Yeah, boy. Now, as I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah, man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based. You access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone, right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how are doing that and I can't find it?
All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right, you can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
You click on those three dots, right, or your web browser setting, and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy. The Nawasa app is versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
RENDEC, Community Partnership Initiative, supporting education.
The project for our school is the expansion of the school feeding department and home economics department. Our previous kitchen area has been very small and sometimes it became congested. Therefore, we would like to say a heartfelt thank you to Grenada for partnering with us in ensuring that we improve the quality of education that we provide here at Riverside Government School.
Grenada, energizing our community.
Get Rubigas. Get cooking. Rubigas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Rubigas LPG, clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Rubigas?
Get Rubis, get going.
Honoring the court ruling and paying pension to public workers was the dominant message from trade unions at this year's May Day celebrations. Amidst a large audience of public officers at the National Stadium on Sunday, union officials took the occasion to press the ruling administration to pay the pension and avoid time wasting. Christina John followed May Day celebrations and filed that report.
Isaiah chapter 10, verses 1 says, and I quote, "Woe to those who enact evil statutes and to those who constantly record unjust decisions." Proverbs chapter 28, verses 15, "Like a roaring lion is a rushing bear, is a wicked ruler over a people."
President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, Labour Minister Peter David appeared very composed as the punches were thrown blow by blow. Without mincing words, the Grenada Trades Union Council sent clear messages to government.
We are letting them know that we are standing at attention and no government, no committee, no social partners, nobody is going to run us over our constitutional intervention. This NLP administration doesn't love teachers and public officers. They are trying everything in their power to deny workers of their benefits. The
GT president was fired up as he spread the cards on the table re-pension benefits. He says they will not budge, referencing other NGOs that he says offered no support during their struggles.
GOLP, whoever, it is not for us, is against us. And the social partners, the church, the Chamber of Industry and Commerce, they should be called the NNP partners. They caused union to call industrial action in 2018 for pension restoration. Our salaries were that. They never supported us in pension. Today, ladies and gentlemen, the court ruling are in workers' favor. They come back and they say again to regulate it now. Tell them the Grenada Union of Teachers say no way.
The GTUC is not settling for a pension committee and wants the pension payment to begin.
We're looking for the government to show good faith to Grenada and to the public workers to start paying pension immediately. It is an inescapable liability and the court is clear it is ruling.
Brian Grimes, president of the Public Workers Union. In his remarks, the Labour Minister, Peter David, indicated that government have been emphatic but maintains their position that dialogues must be held.
Government knows that there are no gains without struggle, no advance without struggle, indeed, not a day without the struggle. You are gathered here today to celebrate a proud history of struggle and significant gains on behalf of workers. And I stand here today in both admiration and solidarity. You know, I might be regarded as an eternal optimist, but I remain hopeful that there is a juncture where we will cross on that road, on the destination, where indeed workers will be at the forefront of building a more just society.
This year's May Day rally was held under the theme Promoting Workers' Unity, Consolidating and Advancing Gains in These Challenging Times. Christina John, GBN News.
Lecturers employed at the T.A. Marisho Community College continue to push for the resolution of several outstanding money matters as they took their plight to the street in protest again on Wednesday. Tyrion Blackman-Stephen reports.
The expansion is only centered around the administrative arm. But yet for all, we have the educative arm that is still suffering. The classrooms, the staff rooms, the lecturers' pocket are still suffering. But yet for all, when we raise the issues, all we get is that we're crunching the numbers. We do not know when the numbers will end crunching, but we'll stand here until that numbers finish crunch and we could get an answer from them.
Assistant Lecturer Paris Fraser says 10 years and counting lecturers at the T.A. Marisho Community College have had no salary increase, yet are forced to face the rising cost of living.
We have issues like we have not received any salary increase for the past 10 years. Standard of living is going up. Our lifestyle, our expenses, with the basic goods we could have buy 10 years ago, we cannot buy that no more. But when we ask for simple increase, when we ask for simple increments, we get the total back and off, we crunching the numbers. But yet for all, we could see development happening on Tam City campus, but development where? The principal office.
Fraser says their concerns seem to fall on deaf ears, leaving them with questions about the ownership of the college.
We beg the question of who's in charge of Tam City. Is Tam City a statutory body? Or is Tam City still part of the ministry? We want to know what is the law that defines Tam City. Because we have current issues dealing with Tam City. And when we address it to the council, they tell us is either they get back to us, they're crunching the numbers, or they have to talk to the Minister of Finance, or they have to talk to some ministry outside of Tam City.
The frustrated lecturers started protest action last week to draw attention to their plight. In a previous interview with President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew said action had to be taken after many failed attempts to meet with Tam City management.
Hopefully now they will get the message and we look forward to, because what we want basically for management and everybody to come to the negotiating table where we can solve this situation. But the very opposite happened. We called for the negotiating table where we can deal with these matters, and we did not get any response.
A press release issued by TAMCC following last week's protest action states that it recently concluded its payments of increments owed to faculty and staff for the period 2013 to 2018. The payments of 25% of outstanding increments for the year 2016 have also been received. Additionally, TAMCC release says it remains dedicated to the payment of all outstanding increments and ensures all concerned that the institution expects to fulfill the payment of the balance of the outstanding increments for the period 2019 to 2021 by the end of this year. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Daisy Hazard of the Public Workers Union has confirmed that the public sector unions were not involved in the selection process of the advisory committee announced by Prime Minister Mitchell on the pension issue and are overall dissatisfied with government's handling of the pension restoration ruling. 6 weeks since the judgment, the public relations officer claims that with the three unions as the principals, government as defendant has embarked on a public offensive against the unions and the judgment.
The government met with social partners, police associations, and last week unions were summoned to a meeting and we were asked to bring 3 persons. We are the principals in this matter. We took the government to court and we won. One would have thought that if you lost a case and you have determined that you will not appeal that matter in the interest of the nation, that the first persons and the first party you will reach out to sit with and to speak with would be the persons who took you to court, not everybody else.
Hazard said the question left unanswered is when did the government intend to speak with the principals in the matter, which are the 3 public sector unions.
We are hearing about consultation on the matter. What we want to speak about is implementation of the judgment, of payment, because there would have been time for consultation. 2018 was a watershed year when it comes to the pension and gratuity issues in Grenada. We are in 2022. Prime Minister admitted last night and said that an MOU was signed in 2018. So in between, when that MOU was signed in 2018, was it speculative on the part of the government? How is it that you do not have numbers today? How is it that you do not have data when you came to the unions in 2018 and said, let us sign an MOU to put this matter to rest for once and for good? So on the basis of what did government premise this MOU? If you did not have the data then, what has happened from 2018 to 2022?
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Check out our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
The most anticipated family fun-filled event on the GBN calendar is back. The Maggie King of the Grill. Join us on June 4th at Mount Rouge. Be part of the culinary masterpiece as the best grillers on island compete for the coveted title of the Maggie King of the Grill. Think you have what it takes? Be part of the action. June 4th. Book your spot. If not, step away from the grill if you can't handle the heat.
My head high because of the many blessings. Thank you very much for sticking with us. Classic 105 Hot 98 Blossy Bloss Gary Mr. Smooth. Look how far the tagline now. We on the inside big and bold.
We on the inside.
Big and bold. Is a big and bold. I couldn't remember. We on the inside big and bold. A little weekend now. Can I put the memory on pause, but it's back in full effect. All right. Let's go. It's now 9 minutes after 7 o'clock riddle time. All right, let me
tight.
Let me remind you what the riddle is, and then we're going to get into the answers we've received for the morning period. So this morning's riddle asks. A riddle asks? Yes, we got the answer. Okay. So the riddle asks, what 5-letter word has 6 left when you take 2 letters away? What 5-letter word has 6 left when you take 2 letters away? Let me see if there's anyone on the Facebook before we go to our WhatsAppers. Okay, one person on Facebook says 60. 60. What you take away 2 letters, you get 6. Or when you take away 2 letters, you get 6. All right, let me go now to our wonderful WhatsAppers. Voice note people. So at least 2 people sent in written answers. This person says 6th. I can never say 6th. This next person says 60. This person sent us a voice note. Okay, hold on. Let's play said voice note.
Good morning, my name is Moisha Pascal, and the answer is 60 or 6.
Mauricia Pascal says the answer is 60 or 6. Thank you very much, Mauricia. She always participates. So say thank you to Mommy for allowing you to participate every morning.
You, Mommy.
Hopefully you're learning in the process, Mauricia Pascal. All right, this person says, riddle response by Akeem Belgrave, the word 8.
Interesting one.
Well, I came in so far off, to be honest. I came in so far off. When you take 2 from 8, you get 6. So I came in too far off. This person sent us a voice note.
I am Giovanni, and the answer is 60.
Giovanni says the answer is 60. This person just sent a voice note.
Good morning, my name is Shamir Langdon, and the answer is 8.
Shamir Langdon also says the answer is 8. You see, so they ain't too far off.
We have to dissect the answer too.
I'm just saying. And this person simply writes in 60. Okay, hold on, wait, somebody else sent a message.
Good morning, my name is Ishani Charles, and the answer is 6. Good morning, my name is Ishani Charles, and the answer is 6.
Okay, I think I'm hearing Dashani Charles. All right, so our winner would be meeting the qualifications, meeting the criteria. Our winner would be Mauricia.
Good morning, my name is Mauricia Pascal, and the answer is 60 or 6.
Yes, Mauricia Pascal, and she gave you the 2 answers. I say you can't say she wrong in no way, shape, or form. Timon, I sent you Mauricia's picture. Yeah, she making sure she inside. So let's look at it again. The question or the riddle: what 5-letter word has 6 left when you take 2 letters away? So for the young people who came up with 8, it's a kind of, what they call it, boy, a brain teaser.
Let's dissect that. 8 has 5 letters, right? Okay, and if you take away 2 from 8,
you get 6.
And what's the riddle again?
What 5-letter word has 6 left when you take 2 letters away? Okay, no. I was going to give them a little blind, but the last 3 words, it says 2 letters away. So I think that is where... that is
2 letters away.
Yeah, that is what makes...
Not
8.
2 numbers away.
Exactly. That's what makes 8 incorrect. The riddle asks where you'll get 6 when you take 2 letters away, not 2 numbers away. So hopefully that explains it for our 2. Yeah. I was going to get him a blind until I read it over. And there's a picture of our winner this morning, Mauricia Pascal. Congratulations. Say thank you to Mommy and Daddy for letting you participate always. So hopefully you bring it to school and you...
pack of Sleepy diapers is all yours.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much to our friends at Sleepy once again for coming on board with our riddle part of our program. Always appreciate your partnership with us in that vein. So congratulations, Mauricia. So yeah, the riddle itself asked for a word, but I think Mauricia was correct in giving us the 2 words, because I too thought it could be 2. 6th. I can never say 6th. 6th and 60.
What's the problem? What's the problem here?
I can never put a TH when I'm saying 6th. 6th.
Well, Yeah, it's this one is a little bit of
Yeah, I can't.
technical. Yeah, sixth.
So the answer could be 60 and or sixth. SIXTH. I can't. Sixth. No, I can never get a TH. But yeah, that's the correct answer. Those are the correct answers. Congratulations, Mauricia. Let me take down your name and number one time. To our winners from last week, the information will be passed. You see, look at my paper here with my winners. I ain't getting catch again. Hold on there.
Line up the thing.
Yeah, let me take down Mauricia information one time because I don't want to end up in problems like last week. Look at Mauricia picture and
why?
Go ahead.
While you doing that, let's backtrack. Health tip of the day.
Yes, go right ahead.
All right, and we're going to give Mitchell's Health and Wellness some credit. They sponsor our health tip this morning and every morning. All right, let me see if I could pull this up here because eyesight is not too Catholic. You understand? So they say drinking water to lose weight and become healthier. All right, 8 to 12 glasses of water can improve your health. That's 8 to 12 glasses of water a day and can aid in weight loss. All right, so keep that in mind. What will happen if you drink water every day? Your body will get rid of retained water that shows up as excess weight. All right, your skin will look healthier, and of course the risk of getting stretch marks will be reduced. Are they listening, right?
I didn't know the stretch marks part, but
right. Yes. Your metabolism will be a lot faster, giving you the benefit of burning mega calories. All right. It also flushes out toxins, and the risk of getting ill will drop a lot. Now, you see the importance of water, right? Your cardiovascular health will also improve. So what are you waiting on? Head to the fridge or head to the tap right now and drink some water before you leave the house. Drink a few glasses if you can.
Say less. Say less, boss.
I know, right?
Hold on, wait.
I know.
Drink more water.
Drink up your water.
Drink water and mind my business. Hold on there.
You know what? We need to get water to come on board as a sponsor. So Blossy Bloss could be drinking our water on a day-to-day basis. You understand? And you have the water advertised in front of you there, so they get enough visibility. You understand?
All right, I already know.
Hint,
nudge, nudge, all you bottled waters out there. I always walk with my big bottle. See the size of it? What water in it?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it has specific
Make sure
times.
You consume all.
Yes, I try my very best. Sometimes I don't always get there, but I drink most of it.
Half a gallon. That looks like about half a gallon.
Maybe it has time on it, like how much water you should drink per time. So it starts at 7 a.m. and goes until 7 p.m. It's maybe half. I've never really measured it.
Okay, it looks like half.
Yeah, I never really measured it, but I try my very best to consume it in all its contents by the end of the day. Sometimes I have to replenish. Sometimes I leave back some, but I try.
Yeah, you're doing much better than I
like water. Every time I drink, like when I'm thirsty and I drink water, I always say, well, there are people that don't like to drink water. I don't understand it. Water
like me.
Why? And that's a serious question. Why?
I never feel thirsty enough to drink water regular. But that's a trick, right? You don't have to feel thirsty.
You don't have to feel thirsty
to drink water. But it's an old practice where you figure you need to be thirsty to drink, and old habits die hard.
True. They say a trick you can use is to just have the glass of water next to your desk or next to you when you're there. So every time your eye falls on it, you'll feel compelled to drink it, thirsty or not.
Yeah.
So maybe you should try that. But there are people who don't like water. Water is just the bomb, diggity.
Water, important.
Water. And they say, they say don't drink it cold. You have to drink it room temperature.
Yeah, lots of theories around that.
The Asians like to drink it warm or hot. I could only drink it hot in tea. And room temperature water make me more thirsty. It's just not my zhuzh. But anyhow you consume water, do it.
Consume your water, family. It's probably going to be a hot one today too. So
yeah, the sun started shining when I was leaving home after 5 this morning. So it just might be another hot day in the Isle of Spice in the Eastern Caribbean. All right, let's go.
We got some nice things to talk about later on, but before we do that, we're going to continue with some house chores.
Oh, yes, I like that, house chores. Yep.
Let's get back. Did you know, Blossom?
Did you know, hold on, let me scroll up, right. Did you know that if you feel strongly that someone is watching you, they probably are? Your brain has a primal gaze detection system that determines whether someone is staring directly at you or looking a few degrees to the left or right of you, which gives you a feeling of being watched. So did you know, anytime, in layman terms, anytime you feel like somebody watching you, they probably are. You can sometimes just feel the gaze, and you could feel the stare and into your brain by your temple. That's why sometimes you turn around and your eye fall on somebody and you realize.
Human body. We have mystical powers we don't know.
Exactly. Anytime you feel it and you turn around and your eye bunks up somebody and realize they're staring at you.
Why you watching?
The confrontational people would stare back or ask why you're watching. The rest of us might just look away and say, okay, that's why I'm feeling so. But either way, it's your body telling you somebody watching you. Good or bad, somebody watching you.
Hey, if you're celebrating birthday today, anniversary today, whatever you're celebrating, happy birthday, happy anniversary. And for those of you who went to, was it Judah's Night of Love, was it?
On Saturday, yes.
Saturday?
Yes.
You guys must have had a really wonderful time, boy.
Why? What happened?
Yeah, I mean, the show was apparently the show was nice.
Oh, I thought something else happened.
In fact, let's take maybe we could take a little excerpt. Okay, let's take a little excerpt from A Night of Love, which featured Taurus Riley. All right.
Yep.
Dean Fraser was also there as well. So we got a little excerpt. For those who were there, bringing back some memories. For those of you who were not, you might be wishing you were. That's all I'm saying.
Taurus Riley in concert, National Stadium on Saturday night. Yes, I heard it was a good show. It had a nice sized crowd, and they had a very good time ushering in Mother's Day. So bless up all yourself, bless up Taurus in the Isle of Spice. I expected nothing less than a sterling performance from Taurus. He has what it takes to keep a crowd going. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
Did you go?
Not the first time in Grenada too, and he's kind of like one of those popular returning artists who continues to draw the crowd out.
Yeah, and it's no wonder his music can stand the test of time in my in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit after hit after hit. I used to horse riding.
Exactly, and his voice, he has it. Ooh, I love his voice as well.
So big up to the promoter of that show, boy.
Yes, big up Judah, Sunshine Promotions. Bless the
Making all the mothers feel special.
Somebody on Facebook just acknowledging that yesterday was his birthday, so happy belated birthday to you, Harry. Hope you had a good time yesterday.
Who?
Harry Noel. His birthday was yesterday.
Okay.
He just sent a note on Facebook, so I thought I'd...
happy belated, man.
Yeah, some people have some notes about the water drinking part, Gary. Somebody on Facebook, well, 3 people on Facebook. Somebody says water is better to drink than juice and soda. Drink it up for your health. Somebody noted, however, that you need to be careful because a doctor told his patient to drink plenty water. The man went home and almost drowned his lung. They had to pump the water out. Too much is good or bad. So in moderate.
Yeah. You don't want to overdrink.
Yeah.
You don't want to. Yeah.
Not because it's a good thing, mean you must, overdo it. And then somebody on Facebook says water should be drunk according to your weight, dividing your weight by 2. Okay, hold on. Dividing your weight by 2. Let us say yours is 150% by 2. You will get 75% by 8, which will give you 8 glasses of water, which meaning someone who 200 pounds can't drink 8 or 12 glasses of water. 90% of your body is water. I've never heard of that. I just drink water. I've never measured.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had to measure it. Now look how I go and calculate what I should be drinking.
There are so many different theories out there. I try to get at least a gallon of water in a day.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have to go and calculate.
Throughout the day, just drink up water, man.
Yeah. Well, no thirsty, want your eye fall on it. Just have a glass by your desk throughout the day, especially for the people who work in AC. Because it's the AC, you don't necessarily feel thirsty because it I don't want to say it's keeping you hydrated, but you don't feel the need to quench your thirst in the cool of the AC. So just have a glass by your desk, and every time your eye falls on it, you'll feel compelled to have a sip. So just try that out today and see if it works for you.
Yeah, man.
All right, back into the dance. Ready to get into some political discussions, Gary?
No.
No?
We're going to do it anyhow.
I like that. It's the season for it, so I don't think we can get away from it at all. Well, this next clip that we're going to go to, it comes from the political leader of the NDC, Deacon Mitchell, who is once again stressing on the NDC's mandate, if elected, to implement bi-monthly payments or fortnightly payments instead of monthly. So let's go to the clip.
Yeah, that topic is back again, yeah?
Yes, it is, and it seems like
they seem to be very adamant.
Yeah.
About wanting to implement that as soon. That's probably one of their main
points.
First, one of their main drives.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go to the clip and then we're going to just have a brief discussion on it after.
That can be made easier for employees. Political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Deacon Mitchell, says his party plans to change the payment schedule to twice a month. This he hopes to achieve within the first 100 days if his party is elected into office.
Many of our employees, many of our workers, because of cash flow problems, are required to borrow consumer loans at excessively high interest rates of 14 and 16%, which puts them in a debt trap cycle that they are unable to come out of. And many instances it is simply because of their inability to manage the cash flow because they are paid once a month. But the bills aren't always once a month. The bills are sometimes in the middle of the month. And we want to give our workers the opportunity to better manage the cash flow and to remove themselves from that type of debt trap by ensuring that they are paid twice a month.
He is encouraging the private sector to start examining and putting the necessary accounting and administrative preparations in place. Not only is an NDC government willing to legislate and put into law the requirements to ensure bi-monthly payments, but will also amend the labor code and adjust the minimum wage across all sectors.
This is one aspect of addressing workers' ability to stay current and to earn a decent living wage. But we also recognize that the cost of living is a major issue that we have to tackle, and we will in fact address this in another forum. But for now, the commitment is to ensure that across all sectors of Grenada, after we have adequately consulted with all those who are likely to be affected, that in fact the minimum wage be increased, and we are committing to do so.
Another NDC target is to implement an arbitration tribunal for dispute resolution.
By one labor employee representative selected by them, staffed by one employer or business community representative, and staffed by a lawyer of a certain amount of years standing and experience. This three-man committee will constitute a permanent arbitration tribunal from which all disputes which are not resolved within the 30-day period before the Labour Commissioner shall automatically go before this arbitration tribunal, and the ruling of the arbitration tribunal will be final.
If implemented by the NDC government, this tribunal will eliminate the distinction between essential and non-essential workers. Mitchell said this will provide both employers and employees with swift, cheap, and efficient means of resolving disputes. Cherry and Blackman's.
All right, that was the story that was aired in the GBN News on late last week from the NDC's town hall held on Wednesday last.
Yeah.
All right. It seems to, yes, it will definitely be a focus. What I'm unclear. Well, then again, no, never mind. My
question.
Go ahead.
Is, and I know I like the sound of this, but is this an electable? And that's for the general public. Is that an electable enough mandate? And I know there are more than one areas that they are focusing on as a matter of importance once elected, but the bi-monthly payment, and I like the idea of the tribunal too, don't get me wrong. All right, do we have a history in Grenada? And I've worked a few places, and I'll tell you there are some unresolved issues in more than a few of them. You know, you go here, you can't get satisfaction, you go there, you can't get satisfaction, and up to now the issue is in limbo. You understand?
Right.
So I understand and I appreciate the issue of the tribunal. My question is, once again, is that that's a electable mandate for, that's my question.
All right. Is it enough for you to cast your ballots, you mean? Like, is it enough for to make you vote for the NDC?
Yeah, precisely.
Okay. All right, so that's the question we're throwing out this morning. I
just kind of throwing it out there, I mean, nothing big.
Is the suggestion of what's what I'm looking for? The suggestion of fortnightly payments enough to encourage you to vote for the NDC? Is it enough?
Is it enough?
By itself?
Like I said, I am not trying to minimize their portfolio and their mission, because I know there is more to it than just by monthly salary. All right, so
I guess it depends on what people feel, if they, if that's what they prefer. I know there are people who would prefer to get paid bi-weekly or bi-monthly, I mean. But I'm not sure. Let's see. We have a caller. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
Morning, how you do?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad myself.
Yeah, I like the idea of the bi-weekly payments. There are many situations here already that are proven, especially in the field of construction, that it works. And people sometimes curse at our present Prime Minister, all he believes is construction and hotel. But he understands how construction and being paid bi-weekly, how it affects the economy. Out of that money in circulation. Look at this TV those, they actually get paid every week. And we see how that works. We see in the bigger world, in the States, in England, that they get paid. Trinidad next door, they get paid on average fortnightly, weekly, and we see how the economy is always booming. It can work. It's not a mandate that the NDC is going to put a gun to it to say that employees, you have to do it. But it's a very good suggestion, and it's a suggestion that once you are pro-Grenada, not pro-party, but pro-Grenada, you're going to see how this is going to work. Okay. It's going to really affect our economy in a positive way.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, caller. I appreciate.
He used the analogy of a gun to the head and saying that you don't think that they're going to hold employers hostage,
right?
For them to pay bi-monthly. But that's not kind of the impression I'm getting, though.
What's the impression you're getting?
Well, I get the impression that is going to be a big drive.
Right. I get the impression as well, because they've been mentioning
it's not going to be a by the way kind of issue.
Yeah, they've been mentioning it in most, if not all, of their sessions, town halls, addresses, and so it seems to be an important point for them.
Yeah.
Going on to as we continue on the campaign trail. So let's see how it goes. I know there are people who would prefer to get paid twice a month instead of once a month. So let's see if it's enough, like you said, for them to cast their ballots that way.
My question is is it that big a deal, really? Yeah. That's my question to the general public. All right, that's all I'm saying. You all know the number.
All right, let me see what's on social media. Just one you see the person didn't listen. Somebody on Facebook says, "You're talking as if it's one issue NDC is putting forward. We keep electing a party on a lie mandate. You never question that. We did clarify Facebook." You know what? There are just some people like that. We did clarify Facebook that we're not saying that's the only issue. We were just asking if it's in. Okay, let me go to the line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you, Miss Blossom.
Morning, how you do?
I'm all right, and good morning to the gentleman.
Good morning.
I am not sure that is enough to give the NDC the mandate to govern. I'm not sure on that, because we had this from the NDC already on matters like that. For instance, Carrico was supposed to have local government in 90 days. That didn't materialize. There were efforts made to stimulate the economy, and that they didn't make. Then we have the $400 that didn't make. There are a lot of promises that came from NDC already in terms of development, and it didn't make. So you can't just say that because you say that is going to give you the mandate. Again, we have to understand that we have to, the economy have to be able to balance that. And we're not certain that the economy of Grenada are ready a balance, because you talk about minimum wage. You have to have a good standard of minimum wage. You could think of that. The kind of salary people get in there, paying them fortnightly, to really make much of a difference. We have to have a good standing economy and minimum wage. And are we paying those minimum wage? In other words, not just the government, the other institutes, the other persons, the other people, the other departments, the other places you're working at, they prepare to pay a reasonable salary for people before we could talk about minimum wage.
All right.
Thanks a lot, caller.
Thank you very much, caller. Appreciate that. Makes a valid point according to what the monthly salary is.
Remember I said that?
Yeah, splitting it in two might just...
slap in the face, boy. I know my salary done low already, but oh gosh, man, you had to make it look so bad.
Yeah, well, you might look worse. Somebody on WhatsApp says, "I wish it was that way when I was working. Workers have been advocating for that a long time ago and in almost every budget cycle. Unfortunately, the excuse was too much paperwork."
Yeah. But also, per the gentleman's previous caller's point, there should be an emphasis also, should there not, my question, on increasing salary.
Yeah.
Before.
Or at least the minimum
monthly
wage. At least.
At least, yeah. Should there not be an emphasis on that?
Which Mr.
I'm
Mitchell,
not saying that, but,
Deacon mentioned, which he did mention, looking into it. So
there we go.
Maybe that is a step we should start with before we go to fortnightly payments.
Just throwing some thoughts out.
Because as you said, based on the gentleman's comments, according to how low your salaries, it may not look so juicy getting it split in half, but maybe with an increase in minimum wage, then when you split it in half, it might look a little bit better. So maybe
it will go somewhere.
Yeah, maybe that's where it probably would start. Let's see what happens if it moves past just a conversation. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, man. So we on the inside big and bold.
We on the inside big and bold. If you know I love that statement, you'll never believe it. We on the inside big and bold. You know what? Let's take in a little bit of musical vibes. And
Yeah,
then we're gonna
we had
come
Sabrina
back.
Francis, boy.
Yes.
The long-awaited Cocoa Tea.
Cocoa Tea, yes.
Check the views on this one too, boy.
Let me go and look at the views. This song debuted last Friday, and it has been making the waves on the airs. It's a nice juicy piece of song. So let's take in Cocoa Tea, and then we're gonna come back with more.
I lay back and try to remember. I recall a Saturday night. I still smell the cocoa aroma. Mommy cooking something inside, yeah. The adult are washing yellow. The candlelight all around you. Big sesame in the sun. Story time on the stone. Almost time to go inside for some cocoa tea. Cocoa tea. Cocoa tea. Cocoa tea. Cocoa tea. Looking at you in wonder. You make me happy with ease, yeah. Sweet sound of your laughter, floating away on the breeze. The adult are washing yellow, candlelights all around you. You're teaching me what to say. Then my boy are on the strings. Mommy said to come inside for some cocoa tea. 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 Remember it. I remember we be in love with it. I relive that. Remember it. I remember we be in love with it. I relive that. And you know you can call me anytime. Let we meet up and make a lime. We'll catch up and laugh over some cocoa tea. Remember it. We'll catch up and laugh.
Cocoa Tea by the very soulful, very talented Sabrina Francis. Yeah, I love it.
One out
It's a nice.
of 10.
Yep. Out
10
of
be
10.
nice.
Out of 10, I'll give it a 10 and a half.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
Yeah. What caused it to miss that one?
Get a 9?
Yeah.
Because I never give a 10 out of 10.
Why? Because you feel
there's
like
always room for improvement. You know what I mean? So I'll give her a 9. And I think a 9 is
generous.
Excellent.
Okay, all right, fair enough. It's a nice one, making me feel for the cocoa tea. Let me tell all you now, remember tell all you last week how mommy should make some cocoa. Y'all know she never
made a tea.
She never.
No, sir.
Okay, fair enough, she came and she explained, she didn't have the spices to go in it. She didn't have the cinnamon and, what she tell me she was missing again? Clove?
Yeah.
Cinnamon and clove.
You accept that excuse?
Yes. Yes, because it gives it the vibe. Anything I ask mommy for, she'll give me. When it comes to food, so if she didn't give me cocoa tea, there has to be a reason. And if she says she didn't have seasoning, so be it. But don't worry.
What seasoning you need for cocoa tea? Just put the cocoa tea and some milk and sugar?
No.
You have cinnamon and bay leaf?
No.
You had to
do the thing exactly. You had to do the thing properly with the cinnamon and the bay leaf and the clove, and she sprinkled a little salt. Yes, and I sprinkle a little
clove
salt.
and cocoa tea?
Spice up the thing in the dance. Yeah, man.
I'm going to try that once I'm done.
Try it. Don't overdo the clove and let the clove
I know, right?
And then come and say blossom. Tell him.
A tiny little pinch.
Yeah, and you sprinkle a little salt in it, water, and mommy, I'm putting it on blast. So anybody speak to Agatha Alexis, remind her that she owes she child some cocoa tea. Yeah. If I don't get cocoa tea by the end of the week. Okay,
That
all right.
It's not somehow reducing your craving.
No, it's not. It's not helping.
The song is not.
Did you know? Somebody told me. No, look, I'm gonna call Shortleg name. Shortleg told me that cocoa tea means something else in another part of the world. And Sabrina released a little sample of the song before she sent out the full thing on Friday, and it went viral in that country because of what cocoa tea means over there.
I wonder what it means. Right? Is it something that can be said on air?
No.
Apparently
not. Shortleg hesitated to tell me, but apparently it means other things than cocoa tea. And Sabrina wasn't even aware too, so let me go and ask him exactly what it is.
What is the views? What is the views on that song, boy?
94,311 as
how
we
many
speak.
days?
3.
3 days. That's that. Wow.
Yeah, man. Because the song has a vibe and the visuals are.
I anticipate the song going very far.
Yeah, it's nice. She has a talent to go with it.
Big up Sabrina.
Big up Sabrina. Let's take a break, everybody, and then we're going to come back. We have some bills to pay, and then we're going to come back inside with more. It's now 16 minutes to 8 o'clock on this marvelous Monday. Good morning, Grenada. Classic 105, Hot 98. We'll be right back.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Then you have things like man, you must come back, you know. We have the low folder.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for a piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
Some cocoa tea by Sabrina Francis. It's a fitting morning for it, right? Cocoa tea. Yep, that's right. It's Good Morning Grenada. We on the inside, big and bold. as I took from Gary. Let me see. Some people had some comments on the song, on the video. Let me see. Somebody on WhatsApp. Yes, he's with me. Somebody on WhatsApp. Before we continue, I think I see Just School about to enter, but somebody on WhatsApp, Gary, says they'll give Cocoa Tea 9.75. They can't give full marks. I guess they're like you, seeing room for improvement. And then somebody else said there are people who grind the spices together with the cocoa so you can just boil and drink. Yes, my mother-in-law makes some nice cocoa, boy. All right, let me change the subject because I'm kind of drooling a little bit thinking about a nice cup of cocoa. And for the kids, we ain't talking the loss. I don't want to call the name. I don't want to brand them. But we're talking local cocoa. We're not talking about the brands that you would see in the bottles.
You guys better know that.
Yeah, I don't want to call name to rub nobody wrong.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the local cocoa, the cocoa balls, not the powdered one. Oh, that's all. Not the powdered ones that you'd see on in the bottles on the shelf. We're talking cocoa balls, right? Yeah. That's how we go. Yeah. All right, so we joined this morning once again by Just School. It's time for a little traffic cam on this marvelous Monday. Good morning, Junior Checkley and Just Schoolers. How are you this morning? Junior, I see you sent out a notice saying you found your wallet with all its contents.
Hey, look, I'm Lassa Jess, and we are going, and folks, all road leads and Osprey Lines, we are going to Carriacou for the Carriacou 10 in Piggy Matney.
I find Junior could hear me.
The rich culture,
Junior, you hearing us?
And the rich history of this lovely island. Good morning, good morning.
Morning, Junior, you hearing us now? You hearing us?
Good morning, Blossom. Good morning. I'm hearing you all loud and clear.
All right, lovely.
Yeah, man. We asked you a question.
I saw you sent out a note saying you found your wallet with all its contents.
Yes, I did find it.
Okay, good to know. All right, so what's happening out there with the traffic?
Yes. At the moment we are in Corinth, and there is not much traffic on the road. The majority of traffic is behind me, and the beautiful sunshine. We are just going down the stretch before the La Sousse Beach junction, and we're seeing mainly buses on the road bringing people to work and school. So there's no congestion, it's just easy driving on St. David's Road this morning. And we just want to continue, and this is the first weekend in a while that I passed this route after the weekend, and I haven't seen much white markers on the road, so that's a good sign.
I like that. That's a sign that we're not having many accidents. We didn't have
many accidents over this weekend.
That's a good thing. Hopefully it's because our drivers are paying more attention and not just luck and chance.
Okay, yeah, hopefully so that I've been more responsible.
Wait, you say it was again?
We current.
Alright.
Heading up St. David's.
I need to take care of that traffic cam with me one morning, Gary.
I feel. It's nice and sunny and calm and tranquil, man.
Tranquil, yes. And those of you remember this corner I'm taking now, once the current government school is right on this corner.
There's real no eating in it.
Yeah.
So just a nice flow of traffic this morning. Now we're going down to what we call Bailey's Backlet.
I know that area, boy.
And I'm inviting Gary, Blossom, and the viewers of GBN TV, listeners of GBN Radio. There's a nice secluded beach on Bailey's Backlet, which you can come and explore and enjoy.
Well, if you're inviting everybody, you ain't gonna be so secluded again. Everybody gonna be on it?
Yes. No, but yeah, come on. Some people might don't want to come in because you cannot drive it and there's a hike. So it's for the adventurous people.
Oh.
This is about the second time since we've been on a traffic cam, Junior. You've been hinting this. I don't know what you're getting at, but okay.
No, but it's a nice beach. It also have some historical thing on it that something was taking place there many years ago. Also, there's a nice view, a nice, beautiful landscape on Bacolet Point. You know, we have a beautiful country, you know. We have a beautiful country, so we have to enjoy it.
Where's the entrance?
Explore. The entrance is just right by the canal. You're taking that road right on the corner by the canal. You're going in. If you're going up to St. David's, is on your right. When you're coming down from St. David's, on your left. That road right on the corner, as you reach the canal, you're just swinging in there. And you follow the road all the way through.
And how long is it?
It's a nice little drive. It's about a 5-minute drive in, 5-10 minute drive in.
No, yeah, it's about a 5-10 minute drive in, and you will need a 4x4 vehicle.
Yeah.
And how long is the hike?
The hike to the beach?
Yeah.
Is about 10 minutes.
Okay.
There's a hike to the beach. Can't you like drive and just be right there?
No.
That's not Grenada.
No, that's not adventure, Gary.
Well, I was thinking about the wrong place then.
That's not Grenada.
That different beach in St. David's. That probably a different beach in St. David's.
Yes, and also Gary, there's also I heard there's a pink sand beach in St. David, and one of these days someone have to take me to see it. So
really,
see, we have pink a lot of things in Grenada that we need to explore.
And if we get
pink sand, yes,
pink salt around there too, boy.
Really? Okay. And I've never heard about a pink sand beach. I'll have to go and look for it.
Yeah.
You know
pink
which part of St. David?
Get some local pink salt.
So yes, I know the entrance to it, but because of the length of the hike, I did it once, but because of the time of the day, it was getting late, so I had to postpone the hike to it.
Okay. All right.
Alright, Checkley, we gotta run. We're running out of time, right?
Someone who knows exactly where it is, so one of these days they're going to carry me there.
Well, bring me along when you're going, because I want to see the pink sand beach. So bring me along.
And the nation's road drivers, be very safe for drivers and also for pedestrians. So, so when I get to Blossom, I'll let you know.
Yes, boss.
Yeah, man, and y'all don't forget, check out
you.
Just Cool for all your videos, weddings, funerals, you just name it. Pictures.
Check Just Cool. Yes.
Wedding ops. Check him out.
Everything photography. Check Just Cool.
All right, man.
Thank you very much, Junior. Have a good day.
Have a good one. You too.
All right.
Samito. All right. We wanted to talk about that media release, boy, but time always catches up with us. Boy.
You know what? We'll put it at the top of the list for tomorrow, please, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to.
You know, somebody called me last week, Friday, after we talked about it. We kind of like just
mentioned it,
brushed on it. Yeah, like we're doing right now. Someone called me on my personal phone and said to me, Gary, you know, that's really a non-issue.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is it? Well, I guess it is. Somebody called.
We're gonna discuss it. Yeah.
Somebody called me as well and suggested we also get the legislation that goes along with what's in the news release that would explain what's in the news release. And I guess maybe that's why it's a non-issue, because it's something. Okay. No, you know what? We'll discuss it tomorrow, please. We'll
discuss it tomorrow.
Yes, we shall. Tomorrow, God willing, we shall touch on the promoters of public events news release from the Spice Mass Corporation, which they sent out on last Thursday, I believe. What Monsieur and Passia, all right? So we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah. Also, we have a nice little discussion, hopefully tomorrow, about the contracting again.
Yes. Yeah. We have a lot to talk about. I like our discussions. They're always informative. But unfortunately, it's time for us to wrap up this one. Somebody on Facebook, Gary, said that the word cocoa-tea is a bad word in Hattie.
So maybe we shouldn't say it then.
I guess not. Somebody watching might think we're using obscene language on the air.
Foul language on the people radio.
Cocoa-tea different for us here in Grenada. Sorry to those of you.
Hey, take a look at Jamaica though, boy. Jamaica real creative, boy.
Why? What happening in Jamaica?
You didn't see that promo that the constabulary force in Jamaica released over the last weekend? Master Control put it up. Imagine they're doing something like that in Grenada. I mean, good heavens, we don't ever have a reason for that, but
the constabulary force, whoever runs their social media, they have it. They know how to attract cooperation.
Blossom, read it.
It says, tell us what you know about the rifle in your yard next door and get mommy something nice this weekend. You can get up to $500,000 for information leading to the seizure of illegal weapons and ammunition. So, in other words, you run broke for Mother's Day. Tell us about the illegal gun next door. Look, a whole pile of money to buy mommy a gift. Just like
that. Yeah, the accompanying caption. You could read on, or?
Which one? The hashtag or the one?
No, the one in the photo.
What you know about the big rifle over them yard?
Tell me about Jamaica.
Oh, great loss. Everybody stay safe, everybody. It's time for us to head on out and make way for the BBC's 8 a.m. newscast. For those of you on Hot 98, Gary, Mr. Smooth continues the musical vibes right over there. It's always a pleasure being
right
in your
over
company.
there, so.
What is it? Over them yard. Over them yard.
Right over there, so.
Gary, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your marvelous Monday. Be safe to all the hot listeners, classic listeners. Stay right here.